Investment themes for 2025: AI, energy transition, deglobalization, and longevity. As 2025 unfolds, global markets are entering an era defined by transformative shifts in technology, energy, geopolitics, and demographics. Investors are no longer merely seeking returns. They are aligning their portfolios with powerful megatrends that promise to reshape the economic landscape for decades. Among these, four standout investment themes are attracting substantial attention: artificial intelligence, AI, the global energy transition, deglobalization, and the longevity economy. Each of these themes presents both opportunities and risks, requiring investors to navigate rapidly evolving industries, shifting regulations, and changing consumer behaviors. Together, they paint a picture of an interconnected world where innovation meets structural change. Artificial intelligence, the new growth engine. Artificial intelligence has moved from hype to reality, influencing nearly every sector, from finance and healthcare to manufacturing and entertainment. In 2025, AI is not just about automation, but about creating entirely new business models and revenue streams. The next phase of AI growth is being driven by three core trends: generative AI and creativity. Tools capable of producing text, images, code, and even complex product designs are transforming how companies innovate. AI in decision-making. Businesses are using AI not just for operational efficiency, but for strategic insights, improving risk management, and customer targeting. AI infrastructure investment. Demand for advanced semiconductors, cloud computing infrastructure, and AI as a service platforms is surging. For investors, this means opportunities in semiconductor companies, cloud providers, AI software firms, and even industries leveraging AI for productivity gains, such as logistics and biotechnology. However, regulatory oversight on AI ethics, data privacy, and intellectual property will also shape market winners and losers. Energy transition, powering a sustainable future. Climate change pressures, technological innovation, and shifting consumer demand are accelerating the shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy. In 2025, the energy transition is not just a moral imperative, but a financial one. Governments worldwide are committing trillions to clean energy initiatives, creating a boom in sectors ranging from solar and wind to hydrogen and carbon capture. Key drivers include renewable energy capacity growth. Solar and wind costs continue to fall, making them competitive with traditional energy sources in most regions. Energy storage and grid modernization. Battery technology and smart grids are enabling more reliable renewable power integration. Electric mobility. Electric vehicles, EVs, are becoming mainstream, driving demand for charging infrastructure and battery production. Investors are finding opportunities in renewable infrastructure funds, clean tech ETFs, and companies specializing in next-generation energy storage. Yet, challenges remain, such as supply chain constraints for critical minerals and geopolitical competition over green technology dominance. Deglobalization, a new geopolitical order. For decades, globalization has allowed companies to optimize supply chains across borders, benefiting from cost efficiencies and open markets. However, rising geopolitical tensions, trade disputes, and lessons learned from pandemic-era disruptions have accelerated a shift toward deglobalization. By 2025, companies will be increasingly focusing on nearshoring and friendshoring, moving production closer to home or to politically aligned countries to reduce risk. Supply chain resilience, investing in redundant supply chains and diversifying sources of critical materials. National security-driven industrial policy. Governments are prioritizing domestic production in sectors like semiconductors, energy, and defense. This trend benefits industries tied to infrastructure development, automation, and advanced manufacturing. Investors may find growth in logistics hubs, industrial real estate, and robotics companies that help offset higher labor costs in reshored facilities. However, deglobalization can also increase costs for consumers and inflationary pressures in the short term, making sector selection critical. Longevity economy, investing in longer lives. Global populations are aging, but the story of longevity in 2025 is not just about retirees. It's about an active, health-conscious older demographic with significant spending power. Advances in biotechnology, preventative medicine, and wellness technology are extending both lifespan and health span. The longevity economy spans healthcare innovation, gene therapies, regenerative medicine, and personalized treatments are revolutionizing disease prevention and management. Wellness and lifestyle services. Demand is rising for fitness, nutrition, and mental health solutions tailored to older consumers. Financial products for longer lives, retirement planning, annuities, and senior-focused investment funds are growing in relevance. For investors, companies at the intersection of healthcare, technology, and consumer goods present compelling opportunities. Aging populations in developed countries will fuel consistent demand for pharmaceuticals, assistive technologies, and age-friendly real estate, such as senior living communities. Integrating the themes, a holistic strategy for 2025. While each theme, energy transition, deglobalization, and longevity, offers unique investment prospects, they are far from isolated. Their intersections may yield the most attractive opportunities. For example, AI is driving breakthroughs in renewable energy optimization and longevity-focused drug discovery. Deglobalization is prompting domestic investments in both clean energy and AI infrastructure. The longevity economy is boosting demand for AI-driven healthcare diagnostics and robotics-assisted caregiving. A diversified thematic portfolio that balances exposure to high-growth innovators with established players in essential sectors can help manage volatility while capturing upside potential. Exchange-traded funds, ETFs, focusing on multiple megatrends or actively managed thematic funds can serve as entry points for investors seeking broad exposure. Risks and considerations. While these themes hold strong growth potential, investors must also account for the risks. Overvaluation. Ethical concerns and regulatory intervention could slow adoption. Energy transition. Technological bottlenecks and policy reversals could delay profitability for certain clean energy investments. Deglobalization. Rising costs and trade retaliation could hurt corporate margins. Longevity. Regulatory hurdles and clinical trial failures can impact biotech valuations. Balancing long-term optimism with short-term risk management through diversification, research, and careful position sizing will be essential. That wraps up our deep dive into the top investment themes for 2025. The energy transition, deglobalization, and the longevity economy. These trends are shaping the future right now, and smart investors are already positioning themselves to ride the wave. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these themes do you think will have the biggest impact in the next few years? Drop your insights in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.